asked me, they asked me early on especially, how are you going to do it, be governor while you have young kids? And I say, the same way every other governor has done it.
This is exclusive Fox News footage from last April showing a beaming Sarah shortly before she gave birth to her 5th child, Trig.
I feel great.
Yeah?
It's been extraordinarily comfortable and easy, this pregnancy. In fact, I didn't tell anybody I was pregnant until last month, and I hid it until last month, and then didn't even purposefully really try to hide it. Just my abs were tight, and I could hide it until this month. There was no way.
At this time, Sarah and Todd knew Trig would have special needs as a Down syndrome child.
There's some confusion. There's a lot of energy, a lot of activity, but thank the Lord, I have a very supportive family, a large family, tremendous amount of help all the time by grandparents, aunts, and uncles. Couldn't do it without my family, that network of support.
Alaska's first family had no idea that Mom was about to be thrust into the national spotlight.
What is Governor stuff, Piper?
I don't know.
Piper. Okay, tell me, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A babysitter.
A babysitter? What do I do? What do you see me doing during the day?
Working on the computer.
Accomplishing what, though? What am I doing on the computer?
Checking emails.
Sarah Palin began to catch national interest after taking down corrupt public officials. Some were political rivals.
People started saying, well, hey, wait a minute, why don't you run for office? Why don't you become the next governor?
That's what she decided to do, but Palin faced a tough fight to become the 11th governor of Alaska and its first woman governor. Running in 2006, she faced off in a memorable series of three-way debates, Alaska style. Former 3-time U.S. Senator and incumbent governor, Republican Frank Murkowski, Fairbanks businessman John Binkley, and in the middle, the hockey mom turned politician.
Keeping the oil industry the way it's been for 30 years, which is a severance tax.
You guys, we owe Alaskans a better discourse than this.
I agree.
Sarah, just with this very firm voice, said, guys, you know what? And everything got quiet. And she said, Alaskans deserve a better discourse than this.
To my ability, Sarah Palin became governor with 51% of the vote and won the hearts of Alaskans with her first official act.
One of the first things that she did was she put his jet up on eBay for sale. Frank Murkowski's jet was symbolic of everything that was wrong in the Republican Party in Alaska at that time. There was it was an indulgence that was unnecessary.
Palin vetoed $231 million, or nearly $250 million, in projects from the state capital budget in 2007, and took on big oil by boosting taxes on their profits. Todd quit his job as a North Slope production supervisor for BP when his wife, the governor, began negotiations for a natural gas pipeline.
My job as the administrator, as the CEO of the state, is to make sure that we're maximizing the benefits for Alaskans.
There's no advice that I would give her. I mean, she's professional. The woman has run for office, got an 80% approval rating already in Alaska. She doesn't need advice from me. My advice to Joe Biden for the debate is, please take a look at her tape.
We tend to prefer candidates who don't talk about us one way in Scranton and another way in San Francisco.
And let's talk if you want, because she's very good, and he's got to be careful.